name's Molly. I'm the International Recruitment and Education Midwife at Birmingham Women's Hospital. I also work across University Hospitals Birmingham also. My involvement with internationally educated midwives starts at the recruitment stage and then involved with their education, and then I help us retain them as well by looking at career development opportunities as well as how they're getting on in the UK. And it's something that I'm really passionate about and to try and drive our workforce forward. So I heard about Stay and Thrive at an internationally educated midwives conference that was led by NEY Midwives. It's something we're really interested in here, and it's something we're trying to roll out here for our trust. We really want to focus on retaining our current staff as well as any internationally educated recruits. At our trust, preparation starts as soon as we start the recruitment process. So at interview, we answer any questions that they might have about coming over to the UK, about joining our trust and what their expectations are, to make sure that we meet their expectations then when they come over here. This then continues when we use our recruitment agency, because we all work collaboratively really well, and we communicate very often and have weekly meetings to make sure that everyone's still on the same page about arrival dates, about visas, about causes, everything that needs to be met pre-arrival, so that it's kind of taken out of the candidate's hands, so it's not something that they need to worry about. We then continue to prepare them as an organisation. We send them welcome packs. We send them a document called an About Me document, which helps us understand everything about them, about their background, everything from their, clinical experience, including if they want to include what their home life is like, for us to get to know more about them prior to them coming over to the UK for their OSCE boot camp. This really helps them and us get to know each other. We have a lot of communication pre-arrival, some of it even just the basics of advising what to bring, how much money to bring, and all of this is also done on a pre-arrival webinar, which we run as part of the Birmingham LMNS. We continuously answer their questions. There's never too many questions to answer. We're only an email away. We often even have an extra Teams meeting after the interview just to discuss if there's any concerns that they have, or if they want to discuss further what pathway they'll be on and what they should expect with their career with us for the next few years. Upon arrival, they're met at the airport and made sure that they're welcomed with everyone else, and they travel down from London often to Birmingham all together, which gives them a bit of time to get to know each other, as they're going to be living in very close proximity in the next few weeks. Once they arrive at their accommodation, so far I have visited them every single time at their point of arrival, helped carry those really heavy bags up all those steps, and then provided our midwives with scones as well. So they've had jam and clotted cream on their scones, and no one's not liked it so far, so it's definitely something we're going to be continuing. We also provide them with a little food welcome pack, which we're hoping to develop soon as well, as some feedback we received is that was really gratefully received by them. So our arrivals are normally on a Friday, so that happens on a Friday evening that we see them, and then they have the weekend to explore Birmingham and rest after their journey. And then we start an introductory week, which is like an induction week in the first week. The first couple of days is taken up with appointments for things like occupational health and bank accounts, and then they start some trust induction and meeting their managers towards the end of the week. So we gave them this week really to get used to where they're going to live, which for us is Birmingham, and also just make sure that we're providing any pastoral support that they need. So advice about where the local shops are, how to take the bus, things like that can sometimes seem really simple but maybe really daunting as being new to the UK. We try and make midwives that have been internationally recruited feel like they belong straight away. We do this by introducing them into the clinical environment, so people are aware who they are, and as soon as you recognise that face, they become part of our #BW family. During their education programme, they meet lots of different individuals who are specialists in areas, for example, safeguarding, bereavement, HGU midwives, breech midwives, lots of different individuals who will help increase their knowledge and education for their OSCE, but also increase their links in the workplace, which we found is really helpful. We hold a pastoral event. Most recently, that was bowling. So a couple of weeks before the OSCE, we all went bowling. It made us all relax a bit more, reduce our stress levels, definitely. And it was just really enjoyable to all get together and spend some time outside of a teaching environment. So that's something that we'll definitely be taking forward with us. We also then plan a celebration after OSCEs have been passed, which is also a really exciting time, so we can celebrate success in our organisation. Other ways that we try and make midwives feel belong is just increasing their involvement. So we currently have a delivery suite night out, which everyone is involved in, and we're hoping our midwives on the International Education and Recruitment Preceptorship pathway will join us with that. Additionally, things that we've done for colleagues to help them be aware of what the internationally educated midwives have been through is discuss their background and how much experience they have back home. And this has been led by the midwives themselves, where they've wrote a little bit of a biography about themselves so we can all get to know them a bit more. I've also made videos which have helped direct people about what their expectation of these midwives should be, so that they're accepted into the team, and then everyone has the same perception of what their skills should be when they enter into this environment. The last thing that we've done is make a poster of advice. This poster can be found in all clinical areas, and it just talks about pre-pin and post-pin guidance, and this has made things really simple for our midwives and the midwives on the International Education and Recruitment pathway to see what they can and can't do whilst they're waiting for their pin. Our organisation is really committed to retaining these midwives and to help with their career progression as well, if that's what they would like to do. We have an onboarding system, which means we meet them initially and we discuss through what their plan of action would be for the next year or so, and whether they have anything that they would like to do, which can include courses, it can include education, it can include gaining skills, and it just is completely tailored to that individual. We then meet at least every month for 6 months, and we continually review these goals that we've set. We also have a PMA service which will help support them with professional development and also with anything else that they need support with, which is a really good tool to utilise. We support them with signing up to training, signposting to training if we feel like it might be something that is well suited to them. And then we meet again at a year after they've been employed to review this at their PDR and reset targets for the next year. So this is just a continuous assessment of us supporting them to achieve any goals that they have.